Now let's look into this question. So before we go proceed with the question, always what we have to do, we have to identify this question is from which chapter or which method of solving needs to be done here. And also we need to underline few important numerical values or any information given in the text. Then we have to draw the diagram regarding the question. Then finally we solve the questions. Let's start doing here. Now see here that what are the important parameters or information given in this question is 45 centimeter. This is the value is given 30 degrees, 60 degrees, determine the height. We need to find the height of the pole, etc. So these are some of the information given in the question. And to find out which chapter this question is coming from or which method to use to solve this problem, we can identify that by first drawing a diagram. Then we can get back to all the logic of where this question is being brought from. Now let's draw the diagram based on the information given from the questions. So let's take here the example, the shadow of a pole on a level ground. So we have two information here. One information is we have a level ground. So let me just draw a level ground. We have a level ground and a pole on a level ground. So let me draw a pole on a level ground. Now it's the trickiest part. The shadow of a pole, the pole is making a shadow which is found to be 45 centimeter longer when the sun's altitude is 30 degrees than when it was 60. It sounds tricky, but the problem is very simple. We can see that we have two sun's position. One is 30 degrees and 60 degrees. For every sun's position, we get a shadow on the ground. That's agreed, right? Now, look at the question. So we have two positions of the sun. One is at 30 degrees and one is at 60 degrees. So let's draw the diagram first, then let's mark it. Then if you go read the question again, you'll get a clear answer. Now let's assume that the sun is on this location, somewhere over here. When the sun, let me draw a line, when the sun from this point, when the sun is at 60 degrees, when it is at 60 degrees, and let me draw a sun this way. When the sun is at 60 degree, we get a shadow like this. So this angle is going to be 60 degree. It's an alternate angle. Okay. So when the sun's position is at 60 degree, we get some shadow on the ground. This is the shadow of this pole on the ground. Okay. When the sun's position is at 30 degrees. So when the sun's position, when it is at 30 degrees, we will be getting another shadow. Agreed? So let's make a shadow bigger because 60 degrees is going to be here. So 30 degrees you can see it's going to be much more longer. I'm just extending it further down so you get this point over here. So this angle is 30 degrees. If the sun was 30 degree, it was found to be 45 centimeter longer. So you can, longer means from this, when it was initially, when it was 60, it was slightly shorter. So let me mark this distance as x. So when the sun was at 60 degrees, it was x. When the sun is at 30 degrees, the shadow is found to be 45 centimeter more than the sun was at 60 degrees. Let this point be A, and let this point be B, and let this point be O. So as you can see, we are dealing with an object at a particular distance, right? Have you remember the triangulation method? Triangulation method, what we usually do, we look at an object from ground and we look at the object, and that's how we somehow determine the length of the pole. So in the same thing here, we are using the triangulation method to find the height of the pole. So let the height of the pole be h. This is what we need to know, and the method we are using is triangulation method. Triangulation method. Okay, this is our method. We are going to use triangulation method. From the diagram given below, we know that tan 60, okay, tan 60 degrees equals to h by x. Let this be equation 1. Now next, tan 30 degrees. Tan 30 degrees equals to h by this whole length, right? H by this whole length. What is this whole length? X plus 45 centimeter. X plus 45 centimeter. I am rewriting this again. Therefore, h equals to x tan 60. Let this be equation 1. Alright. Similarly, h equals to x plus 45 into tan 30 degrees. Let this be equation 2. Now we got equation 1 and equation 2. What I am doing here, I am going to substitute equation 1 into equation 2. So substituting equation 1 into equation 2. What happens here? We are going to have to substitute h equals to x tan 60 and we'll get that equation. X tan 60 degrees equals to x plus 45 into tan 30 degrees. Tan 60 is root 3. Root 3 x equals to, what is tan 30? 1 by root 3, right? X plus 45. Okay, tan 60 is what? What is tan 60? 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3. Next step, root 3 is coming, when it comes here, it becomes 3x equals to x plus 45. 3x, when the x comes this side, it becomes minus x. Therefore, 2x equals to 45. X equals to 45 by 2. X is equal to 22.5 centimeter. But what we need actually, we need to find the entire length of the shadow when the sun is at 30 degrees. That means we need to find the whole length. OA equals to x plus 45 centimeter. So what is x? 22.5 plus 45 centimeter. Now one more twist here. You can see that our units are in centimeter. We need to convert it into meter. As I told you before, when you are converting a smaller unit to a bigger unit, you need to divide. 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. So if I need to convert centimeter into meter, I need to divide. So I am dividing the whole term by 100 so that this can be converted into meter. So finally the answer will become 0.4 meters. So OA, the length OA totally is going to be 0.4 centimeter. This is our answer. Thank you for watching. Support us by subscribing to our channel and do hit the like and share buttons. Use the comment section to rate our video.